to come to a club where people wee on each other?
And greetings and salutations, and welcome to week number... What? Wait, hold on. I'm not a Destiny YouTuber. What the hell am I doing? Alright, for real. Let's do it for real. And greetings and salutations, and welcome to Lucky Week number 7. So as you obviously can tell, my opponent this week is Darrell, everyone's favorite basic bald bro. Yeah, so this is what I have to resort to. This is what I am driven to, is making fun of baldness, where it's only fun to do if I'm making fun of Dallas. Everybody else has had a theme of recent weeks. I had this graffiti-ness with Bacardi. I had the old-timey thing with Jerry. I had the anime weed crap with Justin. And what do I get for Darrell? This is it. Look, even my fonts. It's a boring fucking font. Like what? And the truly bad part about all of this is I've already done it. Go ahead, click the little fucking thing right there. Like I've made this video before. It was actually kind of one of my best works. But you should go watch it anyways, just because, you know, my genius. Matter of fact, just go watch that video. That's all we need for this week. That's a wrap for week 7. Everybody good? It's a short week. Roll the outro. Obviously, JK. Yeah, are you guys actually, like, is this like a magic trick? Like, oh my god, the little thing popped up. You guys seem like the people that are fooled by YouTubers' little fucking... YouTube does all the work for them. It's just, you click a button. Alright, back to Darrell. Now, Darrell, I do have one question. I noted in my last video that you and Mike Elmer, you know, little butt buddies or whatever the fuck, it was weird thing going on. But I noticed recently, you know, you kind of distanced yourself from him. And I don't think it's COVID related. Does it have to do with the fact that anyone who gets remotely close to him kind of seems to die? So, like a true content creator who's starving for ideas and out of content and original ideas, I'm going to reboot a segment from an old video. So, we're going to go ahead with my list of things that have a better chance of happening than you winning. Harrison, not jerking off to some suicide girl's OnlyFans page.
Another one.
Justin, not jerking off to a mixture of hentai porn and his own roster now that Bacardi has given him Devontae Adams for free.
Another one.
Bacardi, not wanting to whoop my ass because he knows he can't out-shit talk me.
Another one.
Me being able to run away from Bacardi when he inevitably does try to kick my ass.
Another one.
Jerry wanting to like, share, and sub to my channel, but not knowing how. Dallas growing a full head of hair. Me growing a full beard. Justin going a full season without claiming I'm corrupt.
This guy's a liar.
Dawn going a full night of work without saying, "Are you having fun yet?" And then him embracing the fact that we're mocking him.
Dumb people are always blissfully unaware of how dumb they really are.
Roger Ripley laughing from the afterlife at the fact that James got fired. Me feeling any empathy for Brian Cawley getting fired. Big Mike being able to stand in the lines long enough to go vote for
He's
Trump.
a pussy.
And me ever getting tired of doing this bit. Alright, so our first trade of the week was me and Papa Jerry, straight up Cooper Cup for DeAndre Swift. I really don't know how this one's gonna go. I was more or less just fucking around with Jerry, offering him kind of whatever, and then he actually bid on it. I wasn't expecting it. It's taking a big risk on the rookie running back. AP, please retire. But it's a running back, and Cup's coming off a bad game, but I'm not worried about that. It's more or less just I don't need receivers. I do need running backs. So I think this one actually balanced out pretty nice. And Jerry's got a surplus of fucking running backs. All right, now this trade was one of the better ones of the week. Very, very amusing. So this is Harrison and Alvin. Alvin ships away Tyreek Hill, Todd Gurley, and Tommy Brady for basically Pat Mahomes. Yeah, it's Antonio Gibson, who actually just had a really good game, and Robert Woods, TBD, because one of them filmed. So to me, the trade is more or less Pat Mahomes for all those other people. Take Brady the fuck out. I actually, if I was Harrison, I would have said, give me those two players, don't give me Tom Brady, because I'm just going to drop him anyways. Although, I say that, and he just had a career game. So this is going to go with the whole people are valuing quarterbacks vastly different than other people. But more on that later. I think with a good streaming quarterback, you could get Pat Mahomes-esque type production as long as you're doing it right. Hell, look at Ryan Tannehill. Not this week, though. Hell, look at Fitzpatrick. Well, not anymore, thanks Tua. But the extra thing that made this just so extra funny was these two are playing one another. And apparently, Alvin forgot this fact. And not to mention forgetting to take Aaron Jones out of his starting lineup. A mistake he swore he would never make again. Alright, and then we have this fucking, I don't know what the fuck trade of, you know, overpaying for reparations and then having to give back the surplus or some bullshit. I don't fucking know. But, of course, it worked out in Justin's benefit tremendously this week, which, of course, this trade happened prior to the news of Antonio Brown. And, of course, guess who has Antonio Brown? Justin. And not so much for Picardi, because he's going to be clinching his butthole this fucking tonight. He needs like a whopping 3 points off of his defense or some shit. Of course, he would have won instantly if he had played Tyler Lockett. But yes, the big benefactor here is Justin with the Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams stack now. I really don't know what there is to say about this. Having the stack is not good for the rest of us. I don't know if this was some kind of attempt of Picardi to just throw in the towel and destroy all of our white privileges. But who the hell knows? If Rodgers has a game like he did last week, this stack is just going to do nothing but shit all over his team. So good Aaron Rodgers, he's going to win. Pissed off, butthurt Rodgers, and he's gonna lose. Alright, and lastly for this week that was fucking awkwardly busy with trades, we have Patrick Mahomes, James Robinson, and Kenyon fucking Drake for Deshaun Watson, Aaron Jones, prior to the injury of Aaron Jones, which is why Jerry is going to win this trade. Before that injury, I thought Alvin had you, Jerry. I don't understand what kind of fucking, what are you thinking? Watson going, he's trending up. That's good. Mahomes it's good, but it's just kind of just staying there. It's not like, you know, whatever. So you're taking a downgrade at the running back prior. Let's pretend now. You would take a downgrade at the running back position for basically even quarterbacks. I mean, yeah, you get Kenyon Drake, but that's a fucking deficit to your team just by having that cocksucker there. So yeah. I don't know. This trade is all going to depend. If Aaron Jones comes back, if it's only the one game, then Alvin, Jerry, I don't know that. But let's see. If Aaron Jones is hurt for any bit of time, which this season sure as fuck is going to dictate, is going to, you know, it's trending that way, then Jerry, you got lucky AF, as the kids would say. Alright, I'm going to do you guys a little bit of a favor. I'm going to show you, because I don't think everyone knows this, that how to look up the rankings of all a specific position. In this case, I'm going to do quarterbacks because I don't know if everyone really understands the appropriate value of a quarterback. So let's go ahead and take a quick look-see here. So first of all, you're going to click quarterback, then view all, then status, go ahead and hit all players, then stats, go ahead, scroll down to season total, and voila. Then go ahead and if you want, hit fan points, and then you could see the order in which the quarterbacks are for this particular season. Now, what you might be noticing is Dak Prescott is number 4. What? On the season, with an ankle game and one less game than a couple of those other guys. So just keep that in your minds. All right, now let's take a look at week 1, which you could do from changing it to season total to week 1. Oh, who would have thought? So we look at this and we see Russell Wilson was actually the number 1 quarterback week 1. Then Rodgers, Allen, Ryan, Kyler, Jackson. What the fuck? Trubisky? What the fuck? And then Tannehill below that? Huh. I don't see a Mahomes on here. All right, now let's go ahead and look at week 2. All right, Dak up there at the top with Cam, Kyler again, Russ, okay, Joe Burrow making an appearance. Oh, and there's Mahomes. At least he cracks, the top fucking 8 here. All right, now let's look at week 3 where Pat Mahomes actually makes appearance in number 1. And going ahead, I clicked all the other ones. Pat and Dak are the only 2 that actually make an appearance in the number 1 spot twice. I'm not knocking Mahomes. Obviously the best quarterback. I'm just saying you can get that kind of performance on a weekly basis from Joe Schmo, second string dickhead off of whatever fucking bench you want, as long as you're smart enough and play the correct matchup.
It's not true. That's impossible.
If you go back to the season, the point difference between Kyler, who I got in like the 7th round or some shit, is 5 points less than Pat Mahomes, which was taken in the 1st round and then not played for several weeks from Eli, and now is being traded around like a, hooker. And then you go ahead and scroll down, cracking the top 10 currently. Listen to these names. Well, Dak, the fact that he's still at 4 is ridiculous. But Gardner Minshew in Fitzmagic, fucking Brady, really? Washed up Brady. Not Lamar Jackson, not Aaron Rodgers, not Drew Brees, not Big Ben, not Cam Newton, not these big name players. The point difference between number 10, Brady, and Mahomes is 45. That's it's a big game. It's kind of a big difference, but if you were just playing the correct matchups, that point difference doesn't mean dick. Quarterbacks don't mean dick. If it was a 2-quarterback league, if it was a super flex league, yes, then we could talk. But as it stands, quarterbacks are basically meaningless as far as I'm concerned. IMO.
Injuries.
All right, first up for the injuries, we have Deebo Samuel. He got pushed out of bounds kind of hard, hurt his hamstring, immediately grabbed it. He did an okay game before going out. If it's a hamstring, I don't know. He keeps getting hurt. This is not the first time. So, yeah, I think he's going to be out for a while. Sorry about your luck, Alvin. And next we have probably the most, again, guess it's devastating. It's not like he was the best, receiver, but it's a season longer for OBJ, torn ACL. Initially, this dumbass, I guess, tweeted about it. I think that's how they heard that it was like an official torn ACL. The fucking world we live in. Anyways, it was on like a stupid play, like the very first play, and Baker throws a fucking interception, and this asshole like gets his like cleat caught, I guess, or something. He does like this weird move. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. It looks like he got caught on a hurdle, but there wasn't a hurdle. I don't know. It was really weird. But yeah. Sorry, Gary. All right, and now for the weekly injury to my team. I have Chris Carson with they're considering a mild foot strain. He's getting an MRI tonight or whatever the fuck. Oh my God. My fucking team, my running backs. The only good thing is that the trade me and Justin did that when I acquired Carson was for Josh Jacobs, who also had a pooper game just because he had a pooper game. But yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to get rid of Jacobs, is because I knew some of his games were going to be up and down. But at the same time, I understood that Carson was going to have these kind of games where he's just like, nope, I'm injured. Because the motherfucker's sitting on the sideline joking around like no big deal. Like, motherfucker, go out there. All you got to do is just get me one run. Get me just a little bit more. I was so fucking close, and I had to rely all on Kyler, and then I had to rely on Zane Gonzalez to first not make the goddamn kick. Then he makes it. Then I was like, oh, hey, fucking make the kick. And what does he do? He whiffs it. Very, very stressful night last night. Although I did win. Hooray. All right, next up, we have Jeff Wilson.
My name is Jeff.
He suffered an ankle injury, destroying my Patriots. So sad for you. Though I'm glad that this is happening, because there's fucking 20 running backs in San Fran, and one of them is always valuable for fantasy, but good luck trying to guess which fucking one that week it's going to be. So this is one less, because as of right now, we don't really know if it's like a season long. It didn't look good. It was all emotional, and they usually don't get all like that until like they're fearing the worst kind of deal. So yeah, I think he's going to be gone for a while. So hopefully that unclouds the backfield a little bit between McKinnon or Jermichael Hasty. All right, now we have Deontay Johnson with some kind of leg or ankle injury. He limped off there in the fourth quarter. He went fucking ham there, fucking 24 points in our league. So that's the second time this year he's cracked 20. But the thing is, it's like only 2 of 3 games that he was actually able to play. So let's see if they can actually get this guy back out there again. If not, it looks good for Juju and Claypool, who had much lesser games. Not that I have any stakes in the Steelers, and fuck the Steelers. I swear to God, they need to lose a game. Now. All right, and lastly, we have the ginger rifle, what, I don't remember his fucking goddamn nicknames, but we got Andy Dalton with a fucking concussion. Not that it's fantasy relevant, but more or less just because I like making fun of the Cowboys, because they make it so very easy, which is weird, because I actually don't hate the Cowboys. It's just funny to make fun of their fans. Hi, Alvin. Like I said, it's not really fantasy relevant because no one's starting him, although the pass catchers there are definitely hampered. Whether it's Dalton or the fucking rookie Ben fucking Italian guap.
Stupid wop dago.
But the big, I guess, fantasy impact this has, which the fact that it is Dalton in general, ever since Dak went down, is Jerry's boy there, Elliot. Everyone's favorite little Ewok. I guess it's about time. Jerry's team finally having some injuries. Now you know how we all feel.
Matchups.
All right, fuckbags, here we are with the matchups. Unfortunately, Justin's little bitch ass is in first now after his defeat of Papa Jerry, which is highlighted over here with the biggest ass whooping of the week. I suppose I should have been looking at this section all fucking season. So last week, Darrell, I had the big ass whooping on Cardi, and yet he still wants to make bets with me. Darrell ass whooping over Alvin. Alvin got an ass whooping on Eli. Jerry over Joseph, and Picardi over Eli. Eli, he got a couple ass whoopings there. Joseph too. We got the struggle bus down there at the bottom. But actually big news there. Harrison with the first win. Congratulations. It's about goddamn time. And Eli dropping down into dead last. The big thing here though, I'm sitting here with the most points for, not by like a crazy amount, but good enough lead, and almost the points against. Joseph's the only one that's got me on the points against. Justin's over here. Everybody's rolling over for Justin, giving him a fucking free win. What the hell is going on? Come on. We can't have a two-peat. We cannot allow him to win 2 years in a row. All right, let's go to the individuals. Of course, for me and Darrell, if you were watching the Arizona-Seattle game, which is the big news there, which it came down to that game. If you weren't watching, I was at a 50-ish deficit with Kyler Murray going, Carson, who ends up fucking getting hurt in like the first quarter, and he has Metcalf. Metcalf finally had a gooser-ish for him of a fucking game, and thankfully Russ didn't throw to him. The Arizona defense did great covering him. His big play was the rundown of the interception, which is fucking nuts. So yeah, I narrowly won here. Kyler needed to just get that little bit. We ended up in overtime. I could have won if they hadn't made the field goal going into OT to make it OT. I was praying that that son of a bitch would miss the kick. He, of course, makes the kick. Then we get into overtime. I'm praying this motherfucker makes the kick because I just want to end the game before Metcalf gets a fucking big play. He fucking misses. Then Metcalf gets the big play. Thank Christ it was called back due to a penalty. Bada bing, because he would have won with that. It was like a fucking 30-yard run with a touchdown. That would have solidified it. But the fantasy gods shine down on me. Thank you. Praise Shiva. Next up, we got Alvin and Harrison. Harrison, congratulations. Where's my little green screen shit for that? I was not prepared. There you go. You can do a little dance. There you go. Finally, with the win. I mean, it was over Alvin, so I guess it's not, it doesn't matter. Just take the win. Be happy.
Yeah, boy.
Fuck Alvin. His team is imploding worse than the Cowboys. I love it. I already highlighted this, but the Aaron Jones issue. And Harrison, this is a lot due to that trade, I believe. Harrison basically bought himself a win with the Tyreek Hill. David Johnson actually had a good game. And then Gurley went off. Harrison's the only person that's happy that Gurley fell into the end zone. Not that he necessarily needed it, but just extra little thing. Other than that, not too bad. See, look at that. Harrison with a 30-point Matt Stafford off the bench, off the waiver wire, sorry, versus Deshaun Watson. An extra 8 points, where Stafford, although if he, like I said, if he had kept Brady had the monster fucking game that no one really expected. Christian Kirk is actually viable as fuck these days. I think that's 2 big blow-up games in a row for him. Oh, we're looking at 3. He's just on an uphill trend. 9, 10, 21, 18. Yeah. Yeah. Harrison, you got something there? Maybe, of course, now he's got the bye week, but. All right, next on the docket, Cardi, Gary. Bacardi talking, like he had that in the bag. He was a little nervous going into it. He needed his little bit of points from the Rams. Luckily, Nick Foles only knows how to beat Tom Brady. So he got that. The big one here was Deontay Johnson, who is now dead. I don't know. Bacardi had a lot of points sitting on his bench, too. Shit. That Lockett, good time to sell him, Justin. Lauren with a solid game. Gary, unfortunately, had the Beckham injury, which pretty much gave him the win. And this was just a flip of the coin who was going to have the fucking big monster game. Unfortunately, Bacardi won that. And we have the ass whooping of the week. Goddamn Jerry with his fucking skull crisp. God. Oh, you're such a dad, Jerry. Oh, look at what happened. I thought this is the best quarterback everybody's fawning over, like, that wants to give up a goddamn arm and 2 legs just to get a Mahomes. Yeah. Put up a stinker for you. Jerry almost could have won, I think, just off of his bench players if he had made the right decisions, because Kelsey with the stinker, only because they fucking blew out Denver, because Denver's trash. And I know he traded away Aaron Jones, but was able to pull in Jamal Williams and got all the points from that one last hurrah for Jerry. So now Jerry's in, I think, a little bit of running back trouble. And he's got Robinson. Robinson's been fucking solid because Lindsey's fucking hurt. Fucking Elliott's on a trash team now. No more Aaron Jones, but it was a good sell high point. But all in all, I am less worried about Jerry. Yeah, Justin just gets lucky. Like, this is ridiculous. This was the only people he could roster, and are you fucking serious? There was no decisions in the matter. He just put whatever he could. Puts Perriman in at the last second. All right, and then Joseph and Eli. Joseph sneaks one by. Fucking Herbert. Really? Herbert's fucking... He's going to go high. He's going to be a highly drafted quarterback next year. And I will pass. Other than that, nothing really. Amazing game for... fucking their flex spots. Oh, actually, fucking Eli trying to do a double tight end that didn't work out. Could have played any of them. Ooh, I didn't realize Cam Newton had such a fucking stinker game. Holy shit. So, I don't know. Joseph on a little bit of an uptick. What I like to see. Cardi's the only one with a 2-win streak. Yeah, I think that's it, boys. Week 7 in the bag. Fuck you guys.